Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Sorry for this one being a little bit later. Obviously, went to go eat dinner because I need food in my system. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at Van Bergen's card. All the Dutch guys, man, every time I mispronounce these guys' names, are like, no, Inception! It's pronounced like this. But we're going to call him Van Bergen, or Bjergen. Van Bergen. We're going to call him Van Bergen, boys. Sorry. But we're taking a look at a card that is 5'7", high-low work rates, 3-star skill moves with a 5-star weak foot while being right-footed. So 5-star weak foot, obviously very nice. Wish he had the 4-star skill moves, though, because this card would be kind of cool in that regard, right? But it is what it is. In regards to his player traits, he doesn't have any of the important ones. In regards to his in-games, he's got 97 acceleration with 95 sprint speed. So that by itself is already really good. Don't have to necessarily improve that, which is awesome. He does have 82 attacking positioning. That with his high-low work rates will be very, very interesting to try out. He's got 81 finishing with 85 shot power, 88 long shots with 75 composure. So the composure, I do potentially see it being a problem from time to time, for sure. But I do think that maybe his dribbling stats could make up for it in regards to general gameplay feel, because he does have pretty good base card stats. He does need those specific upgrades though. But yeah, base card stats for shooting looks good. You give him the marksman chemistry style. You give him a +10 for finishing, +5 for shot power, +10 for long shots. So the shooting becomes significantly better. The passing is okay with this card. Thing about a card like this is that if you can use him for fun in the striker position, that'd probably be mostly ideal, although he's definitely usable in the other attacking positions. It's just that, you know, because his short passing is not necessarily the best, he may be inconsistent from certain angles, right? Now, the important thing with this card is the fact that he is 5'7", super tiny person, but he has 99 agility with 92 balance, 83 ball control with 84 dribbling, but the base card stats for reactions is at a 77, so that is something that we're going to have to check out in-game. Don't know why I said it that way, but we're going to have to check that out in-game because, obviously, reactions is a really, really important stat that people don't really look at a lot when it comes to dribbling, but it could also be a situation where his agility and balance really, really compensate for it, right? And then he has 98 stamina, which is great stamina, obviously, to have. So if you play him in any of the attacking positions, whether that's left mid, right mid, striker, cam, center mid, this guy will be able to move across the pitch really nicely because, you know, 98 stamina, the guy is basically never going to get tired. So, yeah, we're going to try him in game. I'm going to use the same 352 that I have been using, and what I'm going to do here is I am going to switch him up top. So because he is a right-footed player with a 5-star weak foot, I'm going to play him on the left side. Reason being is because his weak foot being on the left side is just mostly ideal. The rest of the team is okay as it is. I don't think it's necessarily a big deal, to be honest with you. I think we should be okay with the way that everything else is set up. We're only going to have... Nah, we'll take getting behind off, actually. Promise is like a little strange on balance instructions, but I do need to see what Van Bergen's, or Bergen's base characteristics are. So we'll see how he plays in game. So yeah, we'll do the review for him, and we'll do the review for this center back over here as well. Okay, so this guy, oh my goodness. Oh, I get so bored of seeing these teams all the time. They're good. I'm not saying they're not good, right? But oh my god, like you guys not try different stuff, like oh, you don't get bored or something? Come on, man.
The initial 11 today for the hosts. Marc-André ter Stegen starts in goal. Neymar starts with Alan San-Maximin in the wide areas.
Oh, let's go, Van Bergen. Yes, my dude. Good off the ball movement actually, because he ran basically really close to 18-yard box, or not the 18-yard box, but really close to the net right there. But then got back into the right position to be able to score that opportunity in the beginning of the game. So we're vibing right now, boys. We're vibing. There's no shot you're gonna let me score that. Oh. You know what's funny is that if I went for the near post right there, I don't even know who shot that opportunity, but if I went for the near post right there, never know, man. Never know.
Oh, that's a pass of high quality.
Oh, I try to go for like the header right there or a volley. I was trying to like go crazy. He just fouled. Oh, I thought he fouled me. I was like, excuse me, like what? You guys know penalties are super sus in this game, so.
Lisandro Martinez.
Ooh, offering his support close. First time pass. Let's go. There we go. Let's go, Brunette. Oh, you wrote... Oh, I mean... See, I was about to comment on the fact that he used his right foot in that situation. However, he did put it into the back of the net. So, am I too upset? No. I'm not too upset. I actually thought he was going to miss because of that. I was like, my God. You're going to really let me down like that, eh?
It did appear that they might be onto something, but not so.
So far, this card actually feels like a pretty... Oh God, that would have been really bad. Oh, and that was he should have actually got that. I don't know what... I don't like that the game does that. Like, just possession based, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a terrible mistake from me. But, yeah, he seems like a pretty well-balanced striker so far. He doesn't really seem like he has any sort of base characteristics. He feels like he kind of offers himself close a lot of the times, which is relevant in a lot of different situations, for sure. But nothing like too noticeable. I would have a shot from that angle. That's when it's really nice to have that weak foot or strong foot in those situations because he's 5-star. He's got that 5-star weak foot, so I don't have to worry about that too much. What I will say about the card so far is that his dribbling is not agile. It's not as agile as I thought it would be. Yeah, I definitely thought it would be a little bit, but I think it's because of the reactions, man. I think that's like a thing that really throws him off a little bit. And he left the match. Okay. Interesting. Okay, boys. Oh, we move on to the next game, man. Ooh, that attacking AI is actually really nice. Very aggressive. The high-low work rates, 100% noticeable. 100% on that Van Basten card. Van Basten. Van Bergen card. Same thing, right? Same thing. Both beast cards. Both beast cards. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, the thing about this card is that his agility is really compensating for the reactions, but you feel the reactions. It's one of those things for sure, which is perfectly fine because it's compensating enough, to be honest with you. Like, look, you could still dribble really nicely. It's just that there are moments that I can feel my left stick where it's a little bit off, but a little bit of compensation doesn't hurt anybody. Ooh, that came off a little bit rough, but not terrible. It is a turnaround one. Turnaround ones are very inconsistent depending on the player that you use.
And room now out on the flank. This could square the game.
Oh, I thought he was going to miss that. I'm like, nah, my G, you cannot do that to me. You cannot. That's why I use that attacking AI in those situations so that I can kind of like open up the space like that. Kudus, I don't even have a chemistry cell on him. I just bought him to do the objective and definitely opens up the space well enough for me. The base pace stats that this card has, as well as the base agility that this card has been the most noticeable thing so far. I do notice the reactions part on the card, but the thing is, though, is that you can definitely overcompensate for it. It's really not a nuisance, but you feel it for sure. His height really compensates for that dribbling as well, you know? Should be a goal here. Nicely done. Let's go. Stretch out the play. Guys being super conservative through the middle. We get that cross off. That's one reason why I like that cross, is because if you have like aggressive attackers, once you make that side play, you kind of like open up the space really well for yourself. First time pass. Yeah, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to test that out, actually. Oh. Well, that worked out. You can see how you can compensate well for the dribbling. The thing is that if you can kind of like get the right angles and the responsiveness of it, the agility and balance you feel a lot for this card, especially because he's small, right? But situation like that, I just wanted to see if the goalie would react just from regular dribbles, but he just doesn't actually do anything when you don't do an actual skill move or... like, he won't fall to the floor if you just dribble, you know what I'm saying? So, alright guys, so final verdict on this Van Bergen card is that he's actually pretty solid. So, for me personally, his high-low work rates are incredibly noticeable in the game. But he also likes to offer his support sometimes. But what I notice is that when he offers his support, he immediately makes those runs afterwards, right? So it's a really, really fun card to use. Now, I will say that the base characteristic of this card having 75 composure and 77 reactions is noticeable, but it's not drastically noticeable. This card is actually a ton of fun to use. And the fact that he kind of works for that right side Eredivisie link, you know, if Doomfreeze gets some sort of sick card in the future, you know, you're looking at a really, really cool direct link over there because, yes, the reactions you see a little bit. But the thing is that the agility, the balance, and the other dribbling stats actually compensate for it really well. Now, if his reactions was honestly like an 83, this card would kind of be cracked. I'm not going to lie to you guys, right? But a marksman chemistry style definitely helps it out a lot. I really enjoy using him. I definitely see him being used in any of the attacking positions, whether it's striker, whether it's left cam, right cam. This guy definitely has all the right characteristics to do well in those areas. Yes, you'd be missing the volleys part of the card, but volleys are pretty effective anyway. So sometimes there's players that don't even have any volley stats that actually bang it into the back of the net anyways, right? But yeah, the most noticeable things with this card is that his body type, his height, definitely compensate for the reactions being low because its agility and balance is also really high. And also, man, that 5-star weak foot to score some of your opportunities is absolutely gorgeous to have from time to time. You definitely notice the 82 attacking positioning as well, right? But the high-low really, really compensates for it. Like, he kind of pushes, like, a lot of areas. But, like I said, also offers his support when needed. So, really cool card, man. In the future, I'm definitely going to come up with some sort of concept for him in my squads for sure, because he's nice. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'll catch you guys for the center back review. So, yeah, peace out, my dudes. Love you guys.